Black Talk Radio Network is made possible in part with help from the Black Talk Media Project, a North Carolina-based nonprofit engaged in the production and distribution of independent digital black media. Find out more by going to blacktalkradionetwork.com or blacktalkmediaproject.org and look for the menu tab, Crowdfunding Black Media. Black Talk Media Project, helping to provide you with new black media for the new millennium. Views and opinions expressed by callers, guests, and hosts do not necessarily reflect those of the Black Talk Radio Network and Black Talk Media Project. Black Talk Radio is new black media for the new millennium.
Greetings, this is the Mind, Body, and Spirit radio show coming to you live tonight on this lovely, wonderful, and enchanting Wednesday evening. It is January the 18th, 2017. And I tell you, we are moving right on through this month already. I cannot believe it. And it has been raining, as we used to say back in the day, cats and dogs in Houston. Oh my goodness, just rain and flooding. Please don't flood like last year. Oh my goodness. We're certainly having a winter here. It is cold. I had to put on a jacket. And it's winter time in Houston. I had to put on a fleece jacket. That is straight up winter time. My goodness. What's going on, Feather? How are you? I don't think we can hear you, Feather. Check your mic. You are up and running. You are unmuted. But welcome, Feather. We hope that you get it together. We are our part 2 of how to make 2017 a better year. How to make 2017 a better year. Quite often we think about at the end of the year, we want to make these new resolutions and change and make these different affirmations. But this year, make 2017 that year that you really focus on becoming a better year. Let me say hey to Scotty out there in Radio Land and all of you out there in Radio Land. We hope that you're doing very well tonight going into this January month. And how is your new year starting out? Are you ready for that change? Make that change, like Michael Jackson used to say, make that change. And that's what we're talking about tonight. It's time for you to start living more abundantly. And here at the New Mind, Body, and Spirit show, that's what we want to focus on, helping all of us just become a stronger version of ourselves. I know you can. Before we get into our topic, of course, I have my thoughts on some news items of the day. So I do want to touch on those items, but before that, you can always send us letters here at Mind, Body, and Spirit Radio Show at mindbodyspiritradioshow@gmail.com. Any questions you may have about, oh, health, wealth, your chakras, aligning your chakras, um, relationships, love, um, health, eating, anything. Just drop us a line. Maybe we can help you. Maybe we know someone that can help you. But you can always just drop us an email and share your thoughts here at Mind, Body, and Spirit Radio Show. And we air every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, here at blacktalkradionetwork.com. And you can go on to blacktalkradionetwork.com and donate to the Black Talk Media Project so that we can continue bringing you these shows live. All right, let's get into a little conversation. We want you to call in and share your thoughts tonight here at Black Talk Radio Network, here with us at Mind, Body, and Spirit Radio Show. This is what's on my mind. So, of course, still waiting on Obama to pardon Marcus Garvey, commute the sentence of Mumia Abu Jamal. Has not happened, and this is like, what is it, the witching hour, so it's like do or die. Either you're going to do it or you're not, and he hasn't. And if he has, within the last few hours, please call in 866-510-9028 and let us know, because I would just love to know if he has commuted the sentence of Mumia and pardoned Marcus Garvey, Jack Johnson, and also the brother that was waiting for some type of response, a clemency or something from Obama. Let me pull up his name. Let's see. Okay, so Obama did commute the sentence of Puerto Rican independence activist Oscar Lopez Rivera, which is great. But Leonard Peltier, he was denied clemency. And I think he's pretty ill. Pardon me? Is that you, Scotty? Okay.
Namaste.
Anyways, namaste, Feather Light. Namaste. How are you?
I'm splendid. My apologies for technical difficulties, but I'm here now.
Not a problem. Great. And I see you. I see you here now. So welcome in. How are things going for you? How's this week starting out and this new year progressing?
Well, actually, I'm feeling energized. This has
Energized.
this is the 14th day, I believe, of my vegan challenge. And I really
yes.
I feel lighter. I feel lighter. Yeah,
I've been so busy though. It's just like, oh my goodness, I'm draining myself. But I feel great. I can't believe that it's been actually 2 weeks. Just so excited. Going on 3 weeks. Super excited. So yay for you, yay for me, and yay for everybody else that's been on the vegan challenge. If you started this week, great. If this is your second week or your first week, keep pushing. You can do it.
You can do it. Very for you.
Yeah, you can do it. Well, look, before you joined, I was speaking about Leonard, excuse me, Peltier. He's been denied clemency as Obama leaves the White House. Our inauguration is taking place this weekend, and some people just so upset. Oh my gosh, they act like they're about to die. But anyway, so he was denied. He's a Native American activist, and he was a former member of the American Indian Movement. He was convicted of killing 2 FBI agents during a shootout on South Dakota's Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in 1975. He has long maintained his innocence. Now, you would think I mean, if you've been in there since 1975, my goodness, even if he did, and the man is ill, if I'm not mistaken, uh, his supporters are saying that he will die. Yes, he's very sick. So Obama not granting him clemency is like a sentence of death, very similar to Mumia Abu Jamal. He's been very sick with I think it's like a strange form of diabetes, and he was just granted medication, if I'm not mistaken, recently. But for a long time, he wasn't even receiving the proper medication, and so that doesn't even make any sense. And people know that during that time, there were so many, as always, so many trumped up charges um, on black activists and people involved in the movement and Black Panthers and
Mhm.
so, I mean, I think there were even several witnesses that stated that that bullet came from another police officer's gun, not Mumia. So I mean, Obama he could have commuted his sentence. He really could have, but once again, he did what he does. Just completely ignores something like that. That really could have gave him a little saving grace going out the door. I would not have
Right.
ragged him. But
Yeah.
I mean, now I just have to keep
Yeah.
ragging him. So
Mhm.
anyway, just wanted to mention that piece, and also, but guess who Obama did grant clemency to?
Please
Chelsea
tell us.
Clinton. No, look, I said Chelsea Clinton. They look alike though. Chelsea Manning and Chelsea Clinton. If you put the pictures side by side, they kind of look like twins. But so Obama has granted Chelsea Manning
Mhm.
clemency, and her name is her name is Chelsea because she changed her gender while incarcerated. But Chelsea Manning was incarcerated for, of course, being a whistleblower and exposing like a lot of the killings that were going on. Um, that were captured on film that the American military was committing against innocent people, just innocent people in the villages, innocent people walking down the roads, all of that. They were over there just playing like they're playing. What's one of those games? Those whatever games that they play on the Nintendo. Just shoot, shoot, bang, bang. So yeah, these people just
Oh.
like in the air in the helicopter, whatever, and oh yeah, yeah, let's just shoot them. Oh yeah, yeah, zoom in, pow, 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 just killing people. And this is what Chelsea Manning exposed. And so he's been, it doesn't even seem like he's been incarcerated or whatever, wherever he's been in jail for since 2010. It seemed like that just happened like 2 years ago with all of this
It takes so
controversy with
long
Edward Snowden.
for them to actually start proceedings. So maybe
Hmm.
that's the time frame we feel.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, so Obama granted clemency to Chelsea Manning, which I figured he helped Chelsea out since he changed his gender in jail and everything. So I could kind of pretty much see that coming. Um. So anyway, Featherlight, we want to welcome everybody to our Mind, Body, and Spirit show, and they can call in 866 um 510-9028. And let me just share with everyone just a little bit about our all new Mind, Body, and Spirit MBS. You may hear us say MBS, um, and why it's important, and our thoughts on mind, body, and spirit. Our goal with Mind, Body, and Spirit radio show is to focus on how we can become, as I mentioned, stronger versions of ourselves. And you'll hear me constantly saying that because I truly believe that we should strive to evolve, strive to do and be something different, improve in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Work
Right.
towards your goals daily. Um,
Mhm.
just have some type of progression in your life. Have something
Right.
that you're striving for. Have something that you want to accomplish within this week or today. this month.
Uh, six
So
months from now.
6 months from now, 5 months from now, 6 years from now. So that's about becoming a stronger version of your self, transforming your life and manifesting your reality. And we know that people are starving for change and information. And what we want to do here at Mind, Body, and Spirit is help the community to heal from all of those years of depression, oppression, and self neglect, and feeling you're just not good enough. Where you have to work
Powerless.
twice as hard. You have to be twice as smart, and all that we've been told. So, Mind, Body, and Spirit is here to help with understanding how we can heal ourselves mentally and physically. And we will
And
invite
spiritually.
guests and spiritually that will also help enlighten us in this area. Feather light. So, what say you, Feather? I
Well,
like to
I
say that.
wanted
What say you?
I want to give a little synopsis of what mind, body, and spirit means uh, to us,
Mm-hmm.
and so mind, body, and spirit means our total well-being comes
Mm.
from not just the physical health, but from the mental and the spiritual health as well. There's no separation. So anything that's directly affecting a person in just one of these areas, it's going to
Mm-hmm.
affect the other areas as well. And so we must treat them all. Usually,
Mm.
if the body is suffering from a disease or an event that affects the mind, then it also affects the body and the spirit too. So when
Absolutely.
our emotions are in all just in a turmoil and our mind is bombarded with obsessive thoughts about our health is compromised and physical imbalances are likely to come about when all of this is going on in our heads. It's important to create balance in your life by nurturing the whole person. And this includes spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical needs. Many people
Mm.
now, in this time of the shift, they're seeking more holistic approaches to better health and wellness. They're searching for something different and ultimate, with the shift
Mm-hmm.
that's going on. And some of us, our minds are bombarded so much with what's going on in the outside world. Our minds is like they're running amok, and
Yes.
so they're disregarding the body. It's just like your mind is just like what happened today, and the body is taking a beating, and the spirit is just like hanging out there. So
Yes.
this creates a turmoil, within ourselves, and
Yes.
it causes disease, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So becoming aware of the mind, body, and spirit connection allows us to discover the truth about the integration of all three and how balancing these areas together can lead to greater sense of health,
Ooh.
well-being, and manifestation. Can't leave off this manifestation because as the root chakras uh, relates to us, we have the right to have. We
We
have the
have the
right
right
to
to
have.
have.
Yes, yes. The
Mm-hmm.
manifestation. By accomplishing this, um, being aware and knowing how to work this mind, body, and spirit integration, we can become better equipped to live the life that we were destined to live more abundantly and gain liberation.
And gain
Yes,
liberation.
and gain liberation.
Gaining liberation is definitely the goal. Definitely the goal.
I'm telling you. We've tried everything else. Let's try this. Let's try this.
Try it. Let's just try
Yeah.
it. Let's just try it.
Yeah.
Indeed. I know that's right. Let me see. Hey, all right. Let's take oh, this is let's get Mother Hattie, see what you have to say to us about making 2017 better. Welcome in. How are you? I said,
Great. Awesome.
great.
Namaste, I see her.
Namaste.
Yes.
I'm
How
so
are you?
glad to talk to you this new year, you wonderful women.
Yes. Yes,
That's
yes, it is the new year.
right. That's
It is the new
right.
year.
All
Mm-hmm.
right.
We're making
Happy New
2017
Year.
better.
Yes, and I can't wait till October 2017 to go to the Million Woman March.
2017.
October.
October. And
Yes.
that will take place in, is it Philadelphia?
No, we're either going to all converge on DC or New York.
Oh,
New York or
wow.
DC. They're going to announce it at the end of February, I think.
Okay. All right. Well,
Mm-hmm.
keep us posted about the
All
Million Woman
right.
March taking place in October 2017.
And we're going to have a blackout on October the 25th. Don't go to work. Don't do nothing. Do something for yourself.
All
See how
right,
y'all
October
can
All
25th.
operate this
right.
country without us.
October
Do
25th.
you?
All right,
Yes.
look.
October 25th.
Let me make sure.
We'll have to keep reminding people about that date.
Yes.
Yes, yes, we'll
Yeah.
keep reminding people.
Mm-hmm.
So, Featherlight, you have a quote for the day?
Oh yes, my quote for the day. You are not a physical being in a physical universe.
Oh,
You are an energetic, vibrational being in an energetic, vibrational universe.
all
You are
right.
both a transmitter and a receiver of energy. One of your greatest challenges as a human being is learning how to live as a vibrational being in a vibrational universe.
Ooh.
Namaste. So we will talk about the mind, body, and spirit message this evening. We'll talk about the vibrations.
The
So that's
vibration.
why I chose that. That's why I chose that quote. So we'll get into your vibrations later.
Okay.
How's
I'm loving
going
that.
with
I'm just loving that. And I'm very excited to hear about the vibrations. But you know what? Now, see, this is Featherlight's specialty, everyone. This is her specialty, and I would love to hear you give a few examples of like mind, body, and spirit imbalances.
Okay. When she says specialty, ladies and gentlemen, she
Oh
doesn't
boy.
mean she doesn't mean like 15, 20 years.
Oh gosh.
So I am
One of many specialties.
One of many, exactly. One of many.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Here's one. Um, a person who is very. You ask him, he will say he's very conscious. Okay.
Mhm.
And so we first of all we keep in mind that there's different levels of consciousness. You don't just suddenly become conscious and know everything. So the consciousness that I have right now, somebody may have had this consciousness 15 years ago. So a person may say that they're very conscious, and they're so conscious that knowing as much as they do, their crown chakra is so open knowing as much as they do spiritually, um, what's happening in the world, they get caught up in it because they know that this isn't the way it's supposed to be. And so this is kind of like messing with them. And they're not grounded. They're not physically grounded. The root chakra is not grounded. And so they become more or less psychotic. They may be the people that are going around quoting weird things like the earth is ending. Get all your things together. You're only supposed to wear white. Only the people wearing white will come. And saying strangely things like that because the crown chakra is just like all out of whack. They may be very conscious, so conscious to the point that they didn't take care of their physical. They didn't take care of their physical and mental bodies, their physical and mental health. Bruce Lee and Shaka Zulu were magnificent warriors. They used their mental ability for strategy and wit. They were very physically fit. They kept their bodies very toned. You always saw Bruce Lee practicing, not fighting anybody, but practicing. They always met and won against the foes who were much more, I won't say powerful, but they were outnumbered. Like Bruce Lee always fought groups. Shaka Zulu had to fight several different countries at one time. It wasn't just the United States. It was, just several different countries. So they had to fight them constantly. But their strategies were so great, using their mental abilities. They were all physically fit, using their body, and they were very spiritual. So, and you always saw Bruce Lee doing the meditation. I'm sure that Shaka Zulu was very spiritually grounded. So that's a great integration of being able to put all three of those together and then be successful, be of good spirit and total health and well-being.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. You can't really have one without the other. They must all work together.
Work together in tandem and work together harmoniously. And what I've found is it's like the yoga poses for like the hip opener and the joint to keep your joints lubricated so we won't feel all broken down and achy. Those are so helpful in terms of, I guess, like the body part when it comes to the mind, body, and spirit, but also your mind. Because if you're hurting, then it could frustrate you, and I would think that could also affect like your mind and your spirit because you're frustrated.
Definitely, you're frustrated that you're not feeling well. You're frustrated that you can't move as well as you would like to move. So yes, it does. It does. It goes in a circle. A lot of people who are suffering from chronic pain, and they spend hours, rather dollars, going back and forth to the doctor. Much of it is suppressed or locked in emotions that are locked in their cells. And this has been locked in their cells for so long that it has begun to cause pain.
Yes. Cause so much pain. And that's what we have to do. We have to learn how to release that pain. Let it go. When I was enrolled in this alternative medicine class, that's something that many of the like spiritual practice something that many of the spiritual practitioners focused on was like meditation and like massage, things that our healthcare should cover, like healing modalities that our health care should automatically cover. Because especially if you've exhausted everything else, you've used all the fake medicine that Pfizer and all of these companies push and promote, then why not give you alternative therapy? Like your insurance should definitely, and some people's insurance does cover that. But having a regular massage, some what is it, reflexology, acupuncture, chiropractor, massage therapy.
They actually murder those doctors that are in that vein. There were several of them came up dead when they're
You're right.
natural
You're right.
medicine. Not only do they not want them to get any kinds of, they just don't want them around, period.
Don't want them trying to really help and heal people. It's more profitable for some of these corporations to just really see us ill and sick. And oh my goodness. And then, y'all forgive me, we were talking about this the other day. The number of children that, in like regular schools that are severely physically challenged. It's amazing to me. And I just, sometimes I say, oh my goodness, poor baby. And I just don't understand. I don't know if it's a good thing for them to still be in the mix with, I guess, I don't want to say regular children, but not a special needs school or not. I don't know. But I say, how you've been in the academic situation. What do you suggest, like children? And I'm just thinking because all of these medications, these vaccinations, and all of this, it's really harming these children. You see so many children now suffering, just completely paralyzed from the neck down, and just strange illnesses. So I don't know if I would want to see, I don't know, I just don't know because I'm not a parent. I don't know if I would want my child to be in a special needs school or would I feel like I'm taking something away from them by not allowing them to just be around other students that are not special needs.
Well, my education philosophy has always been to not isolate children and put them where they only see behaviors or they only have other individuals around them that have, different issues, disabilities. So I philosophically, I don't think so. Unless a child is very violent and harming others, it's just best to, even in that case, to try to do a one-to-one with them, a paraprofessional, so they will everyone will remain safe. But to have them be able to look at behaviors that are, quote, more in tune with and will help them to engage in society in a more, that will help them to fit in society. But if you put them all together, they never see the normal interactions and behaviors. And so what would you expect them to do? When they and the problem is that when they get into the real world, they're not going to be isolated. When they're 21, 22 years old, guess what happens? They're kicked into the whole society, and they're supposed to behave reasonably well enough to function in society. And if they've never seen it, and they've never had, opportunities to see it or show it, what do you expect is going to happen? So that's my personal philosophy.
Okay, I can see that. It'll be kind of a culture shock. What do you think, Featherlight?
Well, the students that you saw, could you tell if it was just a physical disability, or was it physical and mental from from what you could see?
Well,
Contact.
I would have to say both. In terms of, I did see some children, whereas their situation was just a severely physical, severe physical challenge. and some with a combination of maybe physical and mental.
Okay. So when you say severe, can they write what they see on the board, or what do they do
No, some of
now?
these, yeah, I think some of them would have to have like a note taker
Okay.
in class
Okay.
with them. Hmm.
Okay. So I'm wondering if their needs are being met. Their
Yeah,
special
I,
needs. If they're
yeah, I guess it
handicapped
would
in
just
any
really
way, they're
depend.
going to have some special needs.
Hmm.
If they're mentally uh, challenged, then does the teacher make sure that they're keeping abreast, keeping up?
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Yeah, I
I
guess.
would just be concerned about that.
Hmm. It would depend just really too on, I guess, case by case also. So,
Because you notice quite a few at the schools, right?
yeah, my point is, it was just so many children um, that I could just see in the hallway that were physically challenged, like
Yes.
severely. I'm not talking about, oh,
Right.
I can roll my wheelchair down the hall and still make it to my class, but I'm talking like severely challenged.
Right.
And I don't know. I began sometimes to think like some of these California mothers, like it's something in these vaccinations, it's something in this food, this water, and everything else. And by the way, Flint water is still poison,
Mm.
still poison, and
Still poisonous all the time.
it doesn't seem like much is being done about it. So just keeping it on the radar. Um, we have some future guests that'll be coming on and joining us here at the Mind, Body, and Spirit Radio Show. And would you like to share some information about one in particular? I'm so excited about
Um.
this guest coming.
Yes, Dr. Jennifer Daniels will be joining us on our show February 8th, and she has a radio show. See, and her show comes on Tuesdays at 6. That's Eastern Standard Time, and then Sundays. Um, the show comes on at 8. And
Mm-hmm.
she gives us some very good inside information on what's going on in the medical world. She gets this letter called the Morning Report that all doctors get,
Mm-hmm.
and this she discloses the the dangers of the different medicines that are out there, and
Mm-hmm.
therapies, ineffective therapies, that the doctors are still pushing, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she will be on our show, and of course, some alternative methods to healing. And she will be on
Love
our
it.
show February 8th.
Love it. We're going to see
Dr. Daniels.
Dr. Jennifer
And the
Daniels.
show is Healing with Dr. Daniels.
Yeah, I like what she mentioned in one of her shows I listened to. She said for so many people that when they feel like they're about to have a stroke or an
Mm-hmm.
aneurysm, feel some type of illness coming on, if you just go and drink some water,
Mm.
you could cure yourself, save yourself right there from a heart attack, stroke. Just go and drink
How
some
powerful
water.
water is. Mm.
Absolutely. And like if you have a headache, if you have a
Mm.
headache, a lot of holistic health practitioners believe that you should just go and keep drinking some water. Drink water, a few glasses of water. Sit down for
Mm-hmm.
about 15 minutes, and your headache should go away. If not,
Mm.
drink some more water, sit down, and rest. It means you're just doing too much. Just sit
Yeah.
down sometimes. And they have all of these different medications and headache centers and all of this stuff.
Oh my goodness, they have
Just
so
drink some
many
water.
different
Right.
medications for headache.
Instead of just telling people drink some water and rest your nerves, meditate a little bit.
Mm.
You're overworking yourself. Your body's speaking to you.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
How much
Yeah.
rest do you get?
Mhm. Mhm. Absolutely. Now, and we'll also have Jason Black. He is going to join us at the here at Mind, Body, and Spirit Radio Show. Jason Black recently, with his crew, produced this documentary. Everybody knows I love documentaries. Gentrification, ethnic cleansing, American style, and you can watch a trailer for this documentary on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and type in gentrification, ethnic cleansing, and you will see his trailer come up. I think it's about 6 minutes, but I'm so happy to have someone come on and speak about gentrification and the real effects and how this whole scheme and this plan of gentrification is implemented. It's just nothing but another land grab, illegal land grab, and displacement of people. So, and it's tied. And I love how this particular group is tied the gentrification into some of these killings and harassment that you see of black people and quote unquote people of color walking down the street. Once these neighborhoods are gentrified, then you have these people calling the police on you, and you've been living there for 30 years, but they want to call the police on you because they just moved in 3 months ago. And they tired of seeing you walk into the store that you've been going to forever. Okay. So anyway, looking forward to those guests coming on and more in 2017, because as we say, we want to make 2017 a beautiful year. How to make 2017 better. I just want to speak quickly on some of these, just really quickly on a couple of topics, and then we could review fences, and we should probably go ahead on and get into our topic, because I know people are anxious to hear how to make 2017 better. But has anyone been keeping up with this Kim Burrell story? I just have to mention this Kim Burrell story again. I know I talked a little bit about it last week, but I just found out that she's no longer being she's no longer I think she was supposed to receive an award, some type of accolade, BMI awards. I think she was supposed to be recognized as a lifetime achievement or something. I'm so sorry I don't have it pulled up. I'm just so flabbergasted by the response that Kim Burrell is receiving from this sermon that she gave in her church based on her belief. And so people are throwing her under the bus.
Free speech? And what happened to your friend? At least it shows who her friends are. At least this is bringing darkness to light.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are really abandoning her.
Yes. I'm just so surprised that she's not receiving the support from people like Yolanda Adams, Mary, Donnie McClurkin. Everybody's trying to be a little either neutral or just completely throw her under the bus, like what's her name, Janelle Monáe. But please forgive me because I did not acknowledge that Bishop Eddie Long passed. I did not, Bishop Eddie Long was the minister of New Birth Christian Center, and I know I was just talking about him with a friend a week before we heard that he passed. And Bishop Eddie Long, if you're not aware, he said that he was on this new vegan diet and he was feeling good and feeling strong. And a couple of weeks later, he's dead. And in this sermon that Kim Burrell is delivering at her church here in Houston, she's speaking about Bishop Eddie Long and speaking about his homosexual spirit and how he will not be able to continue with that homosexual spirit in 2017, like if he don't repent and all of this. You can definitely pull it up on YouTube if you have not already listened to the video, because it went viral, so I'm not going to take the time to play the video tonight. So Yolanda Adams fired back at Kim Burrell saying that Bishop Eddie Long is my brother, and you making these insinuations and things like that. But Bishop Eddie Long died. And I just think that that is
Yes.
so strange that she would prophesize like that and
Ooh.
say that, and then he
She
dies.
spoke her truth. She spoke her
And,
truth.
and this is what I want to say, and then I'm going to leave this alone for now. But this is what I want to say to the Christian community and the LGBT community as a black woman, just as a woman, a person, another human being living in this space that we all have to share. In terms of Christians believing their Bible that homosexuality is a sin, which is what Kimberell spoke about, and she was not gay bashing anyone. She said that God hates the sin but loves you, and she said, "I love you." And then she also posted another video trying to clarify things for people because this went viral. She just received all kinds of backlash. She wasn't able to go on to the Ellen DeGeneres show with Pharrell to promote her song with Pharrell for this hit movie, Hidden Figures. And so all of this mess has come out. And my whole thing is Christians believe that homosexuality is a sin. That's fine. That's your belief. Gay people believe that you should be able to have sex with who you love. That's fine. So here's the deal. Gay people, if you want LGBT community, if you want people to respect your feelings, then you have to also respect the feelings that's how Christians feel. They feel like it's a sin. Okay, you disagree, so just agree to disagree. And you can't get mad at what Christians believe when you know that's what they believe. So I don't think that it's right for the LGBT community to try to bring somebody's career down because they don't agree with your lifestyle. That is their right, just like it is your right to be gay. And I think that that's what something that people maybe need to think about and have some conversations around, and both sides stop trying to force your belief on the next. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. If that's what they want to believe, that's what they want to believe. If you're Christian, don't have sex with somebody that's a gay. Just leave it alone. So I just had to share that because it just really bothered me that somebody's career can be destroyed because of what they believe and what they grew up believing. That's what they believe. Now you want to destroy somebody's life and you want to be mad at them because I was listening to these two gay boys on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel. And because Tamar Braxton, which I'm completely shocked about, Tamar Braxton was the only one that kind of sort of defended, came to Kim Burrell's defense, saying that people shouldn't, something she said about people shouldn't get mad at her about what she said in her church and how she feels. In which I agree with Tamar Braxton. I was completely shocked that Tamar, whatever her name is, said that. But these guys said, oh, if you try to have your show, Tamar Braxton, we'll shut that down before it gets started. I don't think that that's right. That's not
I
showing
don't
love.
either.
That's
No,
not
that's
showing
not.
love. That's
No.
no. That's not right. We shouldn't do
You
that.
just waving your little stick. I'm just gonna ruin you, pal. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
ruin you,
gonna.
pal.
Yeah, that's
Mm-mm.
no.
Mm-mm.
That's not right. That's
No.
not right.
No.
Let's work on love this year. Let's work on love and understanding.
Mm.
Let's work on love and understanding, and also that new Bill DeVoe new edition biopic is coming out next week. I can't wait to watch that. So tune in for that. Hey, Featherlight, and
Yes.
Icy Hot. What do you guys think about Kim Burrell and the whole Eddie Long? And then let's talk about a little bit about fences, if you will, and we can move on into our topic. I know people are
I had
dying
a
to.
couple of hot topics also.
Yes, that's right. Share. Do share.
Obama was barred from a country club in this ritzy town of Somerset.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Jeffrey Slavin, the mayor, decided that he would quit the country club in support of Obama. And the reason why the group, it's mostly a Jewish country club, they did not want him to come back to the club because he's been there 4 times, and they're thinking that when he quits his job in the White House, he's going to want to join. So they were not happy with the fact that President Obama decided not to vote on a UN resolution criticizing Israeli settlements. So they felt that he should, make some kind of a voice about it, so it could go on record. So from that, they said he is not welcome at Woodmount, and his admittance would create a storm that could destroy our club. So check this out. The mayor of the town, is also Jewish, resigned. He resigned from the club, and in his email to the club, he said, "Thanks for many memories," and he quoted, "Lift every voice and sing," with the words, "Stay woke." Stay woke. So I would say he's a little bit conscious. Isn't that interesting?
Okay. Well, I did hear about U.S.'s vote, basically to abstain from voting on those settlements. The land grab. Once again, it's always about a land grab.
It's always about land.
It's always about land, taking over land and dominating people. Completely dominating. All right, you have another hot topic?
Yes, here's another quick one. There was a zebra shark that spent about 12 years living with the male and was separated. This was her partner. And they were separated for about 4 years, and she suddenly had 4 pups. And it was amazing because they had been separated for so long. So the thought at first was maybe she had some sperm saved up from her male partner, and they were separated on purpose. It's a shame they did that, but they separated them. And testing the baby,
to study the effect.
Yes, it's so cruel.
It's so cruel. Oh my gosh!
And they tested the babies, and the babies did not have any DNA of a male at all. Just only the baby. So oddly enough, the female was able to make her own chemicals needed. It was like an adjacent cell. It's called a polar body, and it actually fertilizes the egg with the female's own genetic material, and then the pups come out. So this was really sort of like historical, because there are some species who have the ability to reproduce asexually, even though they can reproduce sexually as well, like certain sharks and turkeys and snakes and rays. But what was so different about this was usually it's when they've never had a male partner before, and they can produce without. But in this case, she has actually had a male partner, and then was still able to reproduce without that male partner. So that's what makes this story so historical. Another story of a group of women who actually live without men by choice. It's a village in Africa. You're familiar with that village, aren't you? You told me about it. Yumoju, where some women, they founded this village. It's for women only. They do not allow men to live there. It's women who have escaped being beaten, domestic violence, and rape, and they made their own village. and the village was founded in 1990.
It's
By a
founded in
group of 15
1990.
women. Mhm.
Uh,
The village.
1990.
Mhm.
Hmm. Well, that is just amazing. First of all, that the poor little zebras are separated, and then that the female zebra, ends up producing a baby. My goodness, send me that story. I want to read that.
Okay. Yeah, it was
And what?
three. She produced three pups.
Three pups.
Yeah,
Three.
three.
Oh, I love zebras, especially ever since what's that Madagascar when Eddie Murphy's voice, that animated
Oh no,
movie?
no, this
Is it
wasn't a zebra. This was a zebra shark.
Zebra Shark? I'm all off. Zebra Shark. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes,
Oh, a
yes.
zebra
Had
shark.
three healthy pups, and they were all healthy. No problems with them.
Mm.
Yep.
Zebra shark. She had three
They
pups
would
without that.
fertilize their own eggs all by
Mm.
herself.
Did that happen this year?
This happened in 2016. Yes, last
Okay.
year.
Okay. Well, see, she's making her 2017 great, and that's what I'm talking about. Making your
Mhm.
2017 better. Before we go to the break, Fella, thank you for those hot topics. Did you have any more hot topics before we get ready to go to
No,
break?
that's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, your news. Thank you for
I
that
just
news.
wanted to add about the villagers, the African women who live without men. They
Mm-hmm.
still will meet with men.
Mm-hmm.
They would allow them to maybe come over and visit so that they can still populate the earth, and then they
Mm.
have to go on about their business.
Okay.
But they cannot live there.
Hmm.
They cannot live there. So they
That's something.
still like men. They just would not tolerate how they were being treated.
Oh.
It was a very patriarchal society where women were just not allowed to speak. If they got
Mm-hmm.
raped, then they would get beaten as if it was their fault. They would be called unclean. And
Mm-hmm.
men were raping them all the time. The British soldiers were raping them all the time. So it was a
Sure.
bad situation.
All right, but I did the right thing. Let's take a quick break. Thank you so much for sharing that. We talked about being in bad situations. If you in one, you need to get out of that, and that's something that we
That's
talk
right.
about. And making 2017 better. Let's take a quick break, and we will be right back. You're tuned in to Black Talk Radio Network, and you're listening to the all new Mind, Body, and Spirit radio show.
Make Black Talk Radio your choice for digital black radio. New black media for the new millennium.
Back here at Mind, Body, and Spirit Radio Show, and you can go on to blacktalkradionetwork.com and donate to the Black Talk Media Project. And you can also join up with BTR, the new social media platform for like-minded people. And you can get on there and join some of the groups. There's a book club group, new media group, healthy eating, just all kinds. So if you enjoy Facebook, you will enjoy BTR, the social media, black social
Much better.
media. Yeah,
Yes.
black social media platform. All right. So, hey, feel like we probably should review some of those points that we hit on from last week. You want to
Okay.
share some of those?
Okay.
Let's see
So we were
that.
talking about things that one we could incorporate into your new year, 2017. We started with word clarity, so basically speaking your truth. Do you stop forcing yourself to do things you don't like to do or want to do? Eat better. You are what you eat. Let your kitchen be your medicine cabinet. Technology fast. Go on a technology fast. Turn your phone off for about 30 minutes, 1 hour, and just take a tech break. Do what you love. Do what you love. There's so many people who are not doing what they love. They forgot. What was it that you wanted to, that you loved to do as a child? Why did you stop doing it? Whatever reason it was. Was it judgment? Why did you stop? Inhaling the future and breathing out the past. Forward ever, backwards never. The revolutionary mantra. Stack your money. Get your emergency money together. Get your escape money together. Get your FU money together. Like, I'm out. Boy, bye. Bye, Felicia. Develop a reading schedule and apply that information so that you can attain more abundance. Don't just read. Do something with it, what you've learned. Expand and enhance your circle of learning. Be more open to learning from different people. I've met gained several friendships with different cultures since moving to this city of Houston, and it's very good. Stay away from people that will lower your vibrations. You can feel it. You can feel it. When you start feeling kind of bad or sad or down, when you're with certain people, they are energy vampires and zombies out there. Be aware. Come out of your cocoon and blossom into the butterfly. If you've been away, come back. Come back. Come off automatic and start living your life. Start flying your plane and take your keys back. And meditate.
I didn't meditate earlier today. I need to meditate before I go to bed.
Meditate is so beneficial to you. And some people, a few years ago, the idea of meditation was just so foreign to me because I'm one of those people who are constantly moving, physically and mentally. So, but there are other types of meditation other than just sitting quietly and blocking out everything.
And let me say something. Let me say something about that. Like what you said. You are a person who is always like mobile and like moving around, whereas I don't mind sitting resting, but my mind is always racing. So it's difficult for a person, people that are familiar with that. Your mind, you're always thinking on different things, always thinking about the next thing to do. That's why I have to take a nap sometimes, because I have to rest my mind and rest my nerves. And I just say, let me just turn off the lights. Let me listen to some soft music, some solfeggio frequencies, and chill, or some meditation music, and just relax. And I would just lie in like corpse pose and relax my mind and get my body back in order, repair my nervous system. So yeah.
Yes, we have to repair our nervous system. And Scotty had mentioned meditation. He said he he likes to go to the park and just kind of sit or observe or walk or something like that. And I was saying that is a form of meditation when you can sort of like step outside of the frantic world as it is, and just be in solace. Enjoy what you are looking at, what you are thinking about for just that. If you're in the park and you're looking at the trees, I'm a very detailed person, so I could look at a leaf and look at the colors in the leaf. You know, I'll look at a single flower and go, wow. As far as I like that by itself. Oh wow, look at that flower. So I can, that's a form of meditation because you're not worried about anything. You're just enjoying that moment. It's about being in the moment. So that's like mindfulness. So dancing, when I'm dancing, I'm in that moment. I won't get embarrassed if I trip or if I miss a step, in dancing. You're just like, oh, I meant to do that, So it's something that you feel no judgment. You feel absolutely gardening, sitting, listening to music like you were just saying, soothing sounds, taking a walk. All of that is part of meditation. So there are different types of meditation.
Definitely different types. And meditation helps like your emotional being, your emotional well-being, helps like with mental strength and focus, better information processing, and
clarity.
Helps manage ADHD, so-called ADHD. Really, it's just like I said, calming your mind down, just calming yourself, just relieving yourself of so many thoughts at one time that you're trying to process. So the meditation helps you just streamline everything. To me, it helps streamline what's in your mind so that you can focus, align your thoughts, and just really pull it all together because you can focus.
Right. And you'll know the next decision to make.
You really will. When you finish meditating, whatever you were worried about, you have an answer to it or you'll be relieved. It works for me. It works. Yeah. It definitely works. Because you're just sitting there and like a person like me, I'm just always thinking. And it takes a while for if I don't practice some type of focus meditation. Like we said, there are different types of meditation. If I'm not listening to like a guided meditation or it's like a gratitude meditation or something like that, if I'm just sitting there listening to some music, I start thinking like, yeah, now how can I do that? Oh, yeah, that'll be a good one. Oh, yes, okay, now I know. And so my mind is just racing. But I saw that this sister, I think she's on like Forbes 30 under 30. She started like yoga classes for students that were labeled as having ADHD. She started these yoga classes in these schools, and the children have experienced some magnificent benefits from her yoga classes. And she has just all these different classes that and I can't remember exactly where she is, but she has all these classes that are helping these children. And yoga really helps. That's why I would love for us, Featherlight, to start having our yoga classes in the park for the children. Yoga for the children.
Yes.
I think that would be great.
Yoga for the children.
Yeah.
They would love that.
If you have high blood pressure, yoga would help. If you have heart and brain problems, inflammatory disorders, and asthma, yoga also helps, but not yoga. Meditation also, now this I did not know, but yoga is said to help prevent arthritis, fibromyalgia, and HIV. HIV.
HIV, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you can't go out here and just have sex with all these different prostitutes and everybody you meet now and then meditate and talk about, oh, yeah, I'm not going to get HIV. That's not what they're saying. That is not the case. Now, you still have to have safe sex or no sex. Yeah, I'm sure it's just something spiritual with it. Get your immune system.
Yes, it has to do with the flow of energy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I am so
No, you know, some people would be like, well, no, they said I can meditate and I won't get HIV. I can go have sex with everybody. Everybody. Uh,
Everybody.
no, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. So, yeah. Any more thoughts about meditation?
Nope, that's about it. I guess. Just to keep in mind that there are different types of meditation. You can be flexible with meditation. You can have like a quiet mind meditation or mindfulness meditation. Just different types of meditation. Anything that just quiets your mind. It just keeps it from racing so fast.
Meditation helps reduce symptoms of panic disorder.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, that's something that a lot of people experience. Panic disorders. Ugh. Also, meditation increases gray matter concentration in the brain.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
See that.
Yeah.
If I think when your mind is just going in so many directions,
Mm.
You lose some of the ability to focus and accomplish more things. I think meditation helps you do that.
Mm-hmm.
It helps you sort of lasso some of those thoughts and make them more effective.
Definitely.
Manifest.
Mm-hmm.
Manifest.
Mm-hmm. And also, researchers have reported that if you meditate for 20 minutes for about 3 weeks, you'll already begin to experience some of these benefits. So maybe we can add that as a challenge. The 20 minute, build yourself up to 20 minutes. Start out with 5, 10,
Start off
and
with
15,
5.
then 20 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, 5. Or start out with 3 minutes. Just try to sit still and quiet and connect for 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. If you can't give yourself 3 minutes. Ooh. And I know
Use
it's
a
hard
timer.
sometimes because I get up and I start jumping and running around and doing all kinds of stuff, leaving out the house, doing this and that, getting on my computer. But I remember hearing Russell Simmons speak about how he said he doesn't do SHIT-ish before he meditates. Nothing. Nothing comes before he gets out of their bed and meditate. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's evidently it's proven to work for him.
Yeah, maybe so. It seems like it. All right, so moving right along.
So we have eliminate all relationships that are not helping you grow into a stronger version of yourself. If they're not helping you grow, then let them go.
I'd say that. I'm second that. Let them go. We talked about that in part of our abuse series, like friends that are abusive to you. You just let them go. So eliminate all of those relationships, I would say, that are not helping you in any kind of way, bringing you more harm than good. No, you can go. Bye. Don't need that.
You deserve more. Love yourself. Love yourself.
Yeah. I would also add to this list, find advisors. Find some advisors, people that you can go to and glean some information in the right order and steps, and someone that can help you come up with the proper decisions and share information, impart information that can help you become that stronger version of yourself. Someone that's been there. Someone that can at least explain it to you in a way that you can receive it so that it can help you. So, gosh, I wish I had the proper advisors in my younger years in terms of like I don't want to use the word mentor, but advisor, someone else outside of my parents and family, because you need some advisors, I would say, for different areas that you are pursuing. You should have an
Mhm.
advisor, someone that can guide you. If it's just like if you want to learn how to play the piano, then you go to a piano teacher. So someone that can guide you, someone that can give you some advice. If you're starting a business, find someone in that business and ask them to advise you. Can you apprentice with them? Can you learn from them? Can we go to lunch once a month? And
Right.
let's just talk. Let's just talk. Let me just
Right.
learn. Listen. Let me just listen to you. There's so many people that just love to talk, and they would just love for somebody to just listen to them.
Yes.
So, hmm
To gain something in their life from what they have to share.
yeah, yeah.
So, like,
hmm
listen to me. I'm trying to tell you this,
Trying
and
to tell you
hopefully
this.
this will help you, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
hmm Yep. Any more thoughts on that? Anybody? Icy hot feather on finding an advisor.
Absolutely. I think it's always important to have some other advisors, and that's kind of called, the whole village concept too. I think when you can call on other people, and it might be something
Mhm.
a little bit sensitive to talk with a relative or a parent or anyone about, but a person that's kind of a neutral person, you'll get what you need to make a decision, informed decision, because they don't
hmm
sometimes have that vested interest like relatives and parents do. And so I think that's always very healthy in the community and anybody's life to have
hmm
that kind of individual around them that's not just
Definitely.
family. I mean, a
Right.
couple of those kind of people that you can trust. It might be somebody from, the neighborhood, or someone you respect, or someone in a profession that you're going into, or yeah,
hmm
that's healthy.
I
And
think it's
someone
very healthy.
who's more objective too, and can speak the truth to you.
hmm
Say what you need to hear.
hmm Yeah. Someone helping you grow. Definitely.
Mhm.
All right. And what do we have next? What else we have on our
Oh, determine what is
list?
your purpose in this life.
hmm
What is
What
your
is your
purpose in
purpose?
this life? Some
What
people,
is
you know, they'll say, "Oh gosh, purpose. Oh, I don't know." Every couple of years, they'll say, "Oh, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out." you know.
mm,
So
mm. And
when
I
you,
guess you would have to have some meditation time and again and advisors, people that can help you
mhm,
figure out what your purpose is, or maybe an experience that you would have that'll help you figure out what your purpose is.
right,
How do you
right.
find your purpose? Some people may say, how do you find your purpose?
Well,
So
here's
how
some
can a
questions
person
that you
find their
can ask.
purpose?
Here's some questions that you can ask yourself. Um, First of all, why do you want to have a purpose in the first place? Why do you want this? Is it because you
Mm.
hear that you're supposed to have a purpose? Or is this something like you
Mm.
feel deep in your heart you're supposed to be doing? And I want to help people, or I want to teach, I want to, you know, I see different things going on, and I feel like I could do something about it, but I just don't know. So, um, if you had all the money in the world, how would you spend your time? If you had 1 year to live, what difference would you want to make? What mark would you want to leave? Like that dash
Mm-hmm.
that's on the person's tombstone. They were born this day, a dash, and they died this day.
Yes.
Okay, so that dash, what happened in that dash? So what do you want people to remember about you
Yeah.
uh, on that dash period? So what would your perfect day look like? What
Mm.
activities set your soul on fire? sometimes
Ooh,
what
such
you
a
really
soul.
enjoy doing, you can use it in many different ways. You can use it to make money. You could use it as a volunteer um, area, uh, just to help others. You can just do it because it just sets your soul on fire. It just makes you feel good. What do you love to do? Like we were saying, and not be afraid of embarrassing yourself. You know, what do you
Yeah.
love to do, and you're not afraid of embarrassing yourself? What gave you
Uh,
so much pleasure as a child? You know, find
yes.
find something that's of interest to you. Like for you, Black Rose, it's our screwed up education system. Okay,
Ugh.
it could be economic development, domestic
Mm-hmm.
violence, mental health care, sex trafficking. You know, whatever
Mm-hmm.
skills that you have, whatever it is that
Mm-hmm.
you love doing, you could love organizing. Get into those areas and give what you have to give.
Give
Every
what you
little
have to
bit would
give.
help. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
One
those are
person
some
can make a
steps that you could
difference.
take. Yes,
That little pebble.
yes,
That little pebble can
yeah,
start a ripple. Mm-hmm. You said
yes,
those are some steps we could take.
yes, yes.
Love it.
And turn off your self judgment. Sometimes we judge ourselves too harshly. We'll think, well, I could do more than that. I mean, that's not enough. That's just it's better than sitting on your couch, like a couch potato, wondering what you should be doing year after year after year.
Mm,
You know.
mm, mm. Yeah, I know I get kind of hard on myself too. I'm like, oh my God, I should do this. I should do that. I can do this. I can do that. So, yeah, I fill up my plate. But that's me. I'm an Aries, an ambitious Aries. Always trying to do something. I always have my hands in something. Need to focus more. So, um, anything else on finding your purpose? I like that though. What you said. What the man said. Do you really have a purpose? Is that what you quoted from him? Do you really have a purpose? Is everybody supposed to have a purpose? How did you phrase that?
Oh, I was saying, why do you feel that you should have a purpose in the first place? Is
Why
this
do you
something that
feel?
you just is this something that you just feel like you should? You know, why do you want it? You know, like I'm trying to find my purpose. You know, why do you want it? Is it something that you heard? Yeah, other people say that everybody should have a purpose. Um, um, is it just something burning, a burning desire within you, just something that you feel like this is something that you really feel strongly about, but you're not sure where to get started.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so those questions uh, were. It's usually something that you either like to do or something that you care deeply about. Now, I care deeply about children and child abuse and just any kind of abuse against children. It doesn't have to be physical. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just ignoring a child,
Mm-hmm.
making them feel unloved. So that's what I love working with children. I love mentoring children. So that's my area, and of course healing. So
Yeah, definitely healing.
teaching.
All of your healing modalities. Yeah, teaching, healing. All right. And speaking of teaching and healing, um, before we move into the break, do you want to start on the mind, body, and spirit to help us out tonight? Another special mind, body, and spirit segment for us.
Yes, I do. Give me one.
Okay. And while you're doing that, I see, how do you have any community announcements, any hot topics or announcements, or anything to share about the points we mentioned in terms of making 2017 a better year?
Well, of
Something
course,
you'd like to
there's
add?
always something going on here in Minneapolis. Women
Okay.
United, we are looking forward to, in the next couple of weeks or so, having a health fair. And this health fair is
Ooh.
going to be about, guess what, something that we haven't talked about, or I just haven't seen on the radar in a long time: sickle cell anemia. All
Okay.
the
Sure
intricate
haven't.
things involved with that. So that's one thing that's coming up. The next event is going to be for March, Women's History Month. We are really going to highlight the African woman, and that it's just a time for the African woman to be highlighted.
I agree. I concur.
So we're going to do a local kind of agenda where we're going to look at, and this is something people can do whatever state or city they're in. Just get all of your local women that have been leaders in something or have made a contribution or that have put forth lots of effort in making that community healthier, stronger, and better. And we're not talking about, you know how you have those same people that keep coming up over and over and over again, and then you have the other people that are doing so much in the community, and yet nobody ever mentions their name.
Absolutely, yes.
And so I really want to highlight those women, because everybody already know about the popular ones that everybody keep naming over and over and over. And so, anyways, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Those are the projects we're doing here, working on very fervently. Yeah.
I think that's great to highlight some of the women that we may not hear about, and like you said, are the popular ones or the public figures. Some of those people that are actually putting in work in the community, like really there. And they're just those little silent heroes making major moves, helping the community out. So I think that's great. I look forward to
I'm ready
working
now.
with Women United on that project. Please keep us posted and let us know more. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back with some more Mind, Body, and Spirit and Love the Body. You're listening to the Mind, Body, and Spirit radio show on Black Talk Radio Network.
You are tuned in to the Black Talk Radio Network.
All right, and we are back here at Mind, Body, and Spirit Radio. I don't know, for a minute listening to that music, I thought I was like in Arabian Nights, and then I felt like I went back to the hood. I said, whoa, what's going on? So I get that music mixed up tonight.
I love it.
Damn.
I love it.
Thank you. That's right. I was like, hey, let me get a
Nice
little
mix,
belly
Scotty.
dance in, and yeah, a little shake, bounce.
I have to sit back down. Okay. We are, of course, going through a shift. You know, the universe has shifted, and a lot of people have moved their frequency up, and some people are not really sure what's going on. They feel differently. Their friendship circle may have changed. So I just wanted to share just 11 signs of a vibrational shift in your frequency. Number 1, you move your frequency signature or your soul note to a higher harmonic, higher harmonic. You resonate to higher, faster moving light energy. Often you hear tones, tones.
Tones. Tones.
So, in order to know you what your soul note is, and because that was the first time I heard of that, it was soul note.
Soul note.
Listen,
I
yes,
love that.
listen to the vibrational hum of your being. As I said earlier in my quote, we're all energy, we all vibrate, we all have a vibrational frequency. It goes up and down. The higher, of course, is good, lower is bad. So quiet your mind, tune into your inner being, and listen to the ever broadcasting radio station that is you. So what types of signals, like for right now, what types of signals are you broadcasting in this moment? Is it relaxed? Is it anxious? Is it weary? Is it mental? Do you have something you got to do when you finish this radio station? Are you working on something? What's your signal at any given moment? Because it's not like the universe checks in with your signal like on the hour or on the half hour. It's like every moment. The universe is feeling your vibration. Is it sad? Is it flowing? Mine is flowing right now. So your energy signature is the summation of all the signals that you're sending out.
Love it.
Your thoughts and your feelings aren't the cause of these signals, though. Your thoughts and feelings are actually the effects of the signals. So if you change your signal, you're emitting, your thoughts and feelings will shift as well. So keep that in mind. Be aware of what your signal is sending out. Number two, the music you listen to is of a different harmonic. Have you changed your listening ear for sound, music, or any vibrational frequencies? You say that you have started listening to vibrational frequencies, Black Rose?
Yes. I listen to some to release fear and guilt. I mentioned before when I started listening to the sacral chakra healing frequencies and tones, my back immediately stopped hurting. And my back had been hurting since July.
Yes.
And I listened to those tones like 2 nights in a row. I felt 5 years younger.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It was evidently a certain vibration that hooked up, this is layman's talk, with your vibration, and it did something to your vibration that was throwing off your back, the energy in your back. Some kind of pain thing going on. I'm going to study that too. But I know that different vibrations, which is what music is, does have an effect on your being, your physical being, your emotional being, everything. So number three, you see and hear signs everywhere, such as a song played on the radio or something on TV that bring an immediate message. You might see a message on the billboard, license plate, or car in front of you, rainbows in the sky, or you become more aware of digital triggers like 1111 and 333. So at times you may think this is a coincidence, but this is actually a sign that your vibration is lifting, it's moving, frequency is moving up.
Yes. I often hear people mention that seeing like 1111 everywhere you go, or like you said 333, mostly 1111, and just different things that you may notice. It may seem like, oh, am I going crazy? But they're just like yeah, different phenomenons just constantly occurring, and it's like, whoa, different
There is
phenomenons.
no
It's like
coincidence.
something is happening here.
Right, right, right. Like when, and when, what's his name? Neo saw that cat, and then he saw that black cat again, and he said,
He thought
oh,
he
and
was
it's a,
having deja vu in the Matrix.
right, right. They said, oops, there was a glitch.
Mm-hmm.
Trouble,
Yeah.
trouble, that means something. It means something. So, here
Glitch
we
in the
go. Moving
system.
on. hmm
Okay.
Number 4, you attract people into your life who are of like mind. Their goals similar to yours. The nature of your friendship changes. Some people often bore you with their issues. So is any of this
Uh,
happening to you?
yes. Yes.
Mm, yeah.
Yes,
Um,
I've experienced that. I'll say that.
I have too. I have too. It's like, oh, cute. All right. So, 5,
Okay.
your diet changes with less bulk.
Say that again.
Your diet changes with less bulk.
Oh, okay.
I
Let's
feel
bulk.
lighter.
Okay.
Yes, I feel lighter.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel lighter. 6, you have a desire to write a book. We all have a
Ooh,
story to tell. It is our
we do.
experience here. Yes, yes.
We do.
It's already written, but you want to know how it ends. So, that's a good sign. You have a desire to write a book.
Yes, yes. I'm always working on a book and just been having writer's block and haven't been able to finish it. It's been terrible, but we had all of this negativity and retrograde that people say that we were in, and we're like a lotus flower blossoming now, floating
Blossom.
across the pond, or the caterpillar blossoming into the monarch butterfly, some
Exactly.
tropical blood butterfly floating
Yes.
around freely.
Free. Gonna,
Free.
yes. Enjoying life.
That's
The
right.
books you read, websites you search are all about metaphysics, healing your soul,
Uh,
and searching for your mission. I do that.
mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
love searching sites for that kind of, you know, healing your soul thing, and oh, it's just so
Definitely.
interesting to me. It's like, oh, let me go in this door. Wow, how long was I in there? It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
interesting to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a Indie 5 metaphysical website that I like to go on, and I read
Yeah.
different articles dealing with
Yes, I
time
like that
and
too.
space. And, yeah, just quite interesting. Alternative news also. But yes, like
Mhm.
you, I love going into some kind of um, healing store where they may have some gemstones there, some teas, or some
Mhm.
things like that. Different books, healing books, self-help books, metaphysical books. So
I
I
remember
find
the
it
first
interesting
book
too.
spiritual healing book that I read was by Gary Zukav.
Oh
Um,
yes. Mm-hmm.
uh, the the
Seed
something
of
of
the
the
soul,
soul,
was it? Was
seed of
that
the soul,
before? Seed of
seed
the
of the
soul.
soul.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Mhm. And
Seed of the soul.
that changed my life. Changed my life. And
Mm-hmm.
then Soul Story. It just opened up a
Soul
whole new world.
stories.
It was like aha. Oh, okay, okay. There are
Ah.
others who think like me that it makes sense, you know. So
Ah.
wow, it's yeah, yeah. Okay, so your life takes a new direction, which feels better than ever before. You sense that
Okay.
this is what you have been waiting for all of your life, something that has always been missing, but will now be shown. Oh, that's a wonderful feeling.
Ew.
That's a wonderful
I
feeling.
love it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling that. I really am. It's a little different from other years. Besides, I've dismissed my theme song. I am out. Of course, I'm not fully out, but I'm out. So my throat chakra. Look at me. I'm speaking on the radio. The radio.
I know.
Number
It's
9.
amazing.
You get glimpses of other realities, experience temporal distortions. Your psychic abilities increase. Mm.
Yes, your psychic abilities increase. And I think that that's just like some people you may can say the ancestors are speaking to you, or God is speaking to you and through you, and or showing or revealing certain things to you. I believe in psychics. I believe that there are people that probably have visions, very strong visions or premonitions. I do believe that because we're supposed to all have some type of gifts. God gives you
Every
gifts.
one of us, every one of us. But our
Hmm.
minds become so bombarded with what's going out in the outside world that we don't leave any room to receive this. We
Hmm.
probably get messages all the time. If I'm trying to call you and give you some information, but your line is always busy, it's blocked, it's you got so much coming in, then you're gonna miss
Hmm.
this message
You
that I
miss it,
have
baby.
for you. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I couldn't get through. I couldn't get through. So meditation helps clear some of those passageways so that you can receive what you're supposed to be receiving, and it will help you to better use your gift that's already there.
Your gift is already there.
Already there. Yeah. Okay, so turn it on and fire it up. Um, you feel sleepy and tired more often as your body adjusts to higher frequencies. This is followed by periods of high energy and euphoria. Many people are feeling happy, but they don't know why. And I don't mean with the bling stuff, just feeling happy.
Just happy and you know it. Mm, okay. So you may feel a
Okay.
little more exhausted than normally, or more tired. Feel like you need
Mhm.
an extra nap. Need to maybe
Mhm.
sit down a minute.
Yeah. When you normally wouldn't feel that way, it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I feel kind of tired. It's only like
Mm.
2 o'clock. Yeah.
I've been feeling like that for two
Lastly,
months.
I have been having feelings of that. It's like I don't have what's going on, but I better listen to my body. My
Mm-hmm.
body says it would like a nap. Okay, all right, I
Mm-hmm.
can do that.
But I've been thinking it's
Lastly,
just been that little virus that's been going around.
oh well,
That little.
yeah, that too,
So
that too.
I was kind of wondering if
So aware,
you'd be
be
aware of
aware.
it.
These are signs for you to just be aware if any of
Okay.
these trigger with you. Lastly, the symbols you have seen in your thoughts and dreams, the patterns you may have doodled on paper or created
Mm-hmm.
in your artwork now have
Mm.
meaning. They are keys to remembering
Oh.
your mission. Yes, in your artwork, I've been noticing. I feel all
Yes.
these designs that you're doing. So think
Hmm.
about it. Be open to a message.
Open to
Now
message.
I'm going to briefly give 10 ways to lift your vibration.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So how you talk to yourself can raise or lower your frequency. So speak positively versus beating up on yourself. Congratulate yourself sometimes. Say that was good. Leo's like, I'm having trouble at all doing that. I'll say, oh, that was great. Surround yourself with frequencies higher than yours, and try
Mm.
to avoid frequencies that are lower. Stop gossiping. Focus on creating.
You know what? Now,
Gossiping lowers
Francis
your
Cress
frequency.
Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Francis Cress Wilson. I think it was her. They used to say that's one thing. No, it may have been Dr. Neely Fuller. Well, they generally feed off each other. But one of them mentioned stop gossiping so much.
I
That's
think
one
it was.
thing. Stop
I remember
gossiping.
hearing that. I remember
Yes.
hearing that.
Just gossip, gossip, gossip. We gossip so much. Okay.
Yes.
It
It,
just
it
made me
it
think
it
of that.
it lowers your frequencies, and you get sidetracked. Okay, you get sidetracked with what you're supposed to be doing. Start
Mm.
moving. Get your blood pumping. Uh, Yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong.
Mm.
These things, these modems make you flexible, connect you with the cosmos, and realign your body. Have fun. Have fun. Just
Have
have
fun.
fun.
Live your life.
It raises your frequency. It's the fastest way to raise your
Joy, joy,
frequency.
joy.
Yes, yes. Get back to nature. Nature is the truth. Your natural environment where your ego dissipates. When you're in nature, there's no room for your ego. You feel more connected with the universe. And it gives you a super high frequency. I can feel it. It gives you a super high frequency when you're in nature.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Hmm.
Especially like right
Mindfulness.
around this time in here in Houston when the weather is so nice. It's
Hmm.
just lovely here. Lovely. Okay. You said mindfulness?
Yes. Be in the
Yes.
present moment, which is like
Mm.
meditating.
Mm.
Doing what you love.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you love. Um, when you do what you love, it gives you such a wonderful feeling. It's a high. It's a natural high. So that naturally raises your frequency. So find something beautiful. Find something beautiful and appreciate it. That's a way of raising your vibration. Be conscious of the foods that you eat and drink more water. You were thinking of water earlier. These things are so
Mm-hmm.
simple, they're common, but they actually raise your vibration. We're about 75% water anyway, so I could see how drinking sufficient amounts of water can raise your vibration. And lastly, show gratitude. Be grateful. Practice
Mm.
acts of kindness. How the lady talks
Mm-hmm.
on the 8 bouquets. Practice acts of kindness.
Acts of kindness.
Yes.
Don't be so mean and rude. Now that one I really love. Be grateful and practice acts of kindness. We can be
Yeah.
so rude and mean.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I know I can be rude and I know I can be very mean. So I need to really focus on that practicing more acts of kindness.
Yes. Yes. Be kind to somebody. Mhm.
Hmm.
It will make you feel so much better.
Yeah, and I think I haven't always been so rude and mean. It's just being around so many rude and mean people.
Don't let their energy jump on you.
I know. I know. I found myself the other day. Normally, like I always talk about, I'm the first one. I'll speak to someone. Hi, how you doing? One of the neighbors driving down the street. I've been around these people so long they don't speak. I saw the person
Mhm.
coming. I just turned around and kept doing what I was doing. Normally, I'll like wave, hi. You know, no, I am all country girl friendly. Hey, shoot. I turned right on around, still doing what I'm doing. So, all right, we hear the bell.
Yes, it is time for Love the Body. This is
Ooh,
the
love the
part
body,
of our
love the
show
body.
where we integrate loving the body into the mind, body, and spirit practice and discipline that we are starting this year, 2017. So we must not forget the body. So this part of the show, we will talk about whatever we can do to love our body, whether it's eating, moving, um, meditating, learning about how our energy works with the study of the chakras. And so tonight, I want to talk about body in motion. Your body at rest is like a car. The longer it sits, the less effective it will be. So it's important that we keep our body moving. We will talk about, we're going to be working with Qi Young. Some people say Qi Young, some people say Qi Tong. Westerners have about 3 or 4 different spellings of this word. But I really love Qi Young. I really love Tai Chi. And these are different modules or modems or methods, techniques that disciplines, if you will, of body movement without going to the gym and lifting weights or running or any of those other things that you feel that no longer interest you or you feel that you can't do. These are methods that involve very slow, gentle movements of the body. You flow, you take the energy and you move it around. You use your own energy. You have control of your own energy. And it is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I am enjoying learning about Tai Chi and Qigong, the differences in the two. It's just, I'm really impressed with how it makes me feel. We spend, as Westerners, we spend a lot of time focusing on our physical body and how it looks, the 24-inch waist, the pecs that move up and down. I think that's so funny when guys do that. The toned arms and the round butt. So, but the Chinese, in the Chinese community, they are more interested in the internal organs, how the energy moves through our body, rather than popping pills to relieve different diseases of the body. They work with the qi, the energy of the body. And so this is what Tai Chi and Qigong is all about. And although Tai Chi is more popular, Qigong, really, I like it better. Tai Chi involves many movements that you have to learn. This movement comes after this movement, and this movement, and then this movement, and they flow, and it's very fluid. So I see a lot of seniors doing it. But Qigong, you only do a few exercises and then you repeat them. But they both work with the internal organs of the body. So I wanted to share that with you. I would also like to do a quick breathing exercise. Breathing properly has all kinds of benefits. So we're going to do the 3, 4, and 7 exercise. This relaxes your respiratory system. It's just great, just trust me. We're going to breathe in for 3, hold it for 4, let the oxygen circulate your body, and then we're going to breathe out for 7 to detoxify your body, since that's what we're doing during this period. We're detoxing and cleansing our body. The more you push out, the more detoxified your body becomes. So 1, 2, 3, here we go. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one more time. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And slowly breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. Okay, so that is a wonderful exercise that you can do. It's pranayama, the control of the breath. And of course, by controlling your breath, you will improve your health. Namaste, Black Rose. You want to say the last word?
Namaste, honey. I'm just sitting here so relaxed I could just barely pull it together. I did need that breathing session. I'm always grateful for that. So thank you so much. So that's one of the pranayama.
Pranayama.
Pranayama. Pranayama and namaste and everything. I love the breathing. Thank you. And I love the body. And I think that we have to remember to always love our bodies. Take care of your bodies. Yes. So we have listed things that we can focus on in 2017 to make 2017 better. Any closing comments? I see how I feel like.
Thank you. I really appreciate that breathing too. It always livens me up and then it relaxes me.
That's good.
And I always forget to deep breathe, and it's just like, oh yeah.
We all do. We all do. We all forget. We become so bombarded with everything that's going on, and when we become stressed, we forget to breathe deeply. And most of the time we're stressed if we pay attention to what's going on in the world.
And with me, I'll tell you the other thing, I would deep breathe more, but my tummy's kind of fat. And then number 2, I breathe in stuff and it's toxic air sometimes, and so I shallow breathe. You know, that's why a lot of people shallow breathe, because they don't want to take in all the toxins in the air. And the body tells you, breathe shallow, don't breathe that in a lot. Telling you.
Absolutely. Yeah, the air here in Houston is just getting worse and worse, and I can definitely see the difference in my respiratory system. So, working on cleaning it.
Right. But when we do it in clean air, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Yes, and when you do breathe, when you do exhale, since you're breathing in toxins, and we're all eating toxins of some kind or another.
Oh, yeah.
Take more time to breathe out. You know what I'm saying? Like we did 7. Notice we only did 3 in. You only did 3 in, but you did 7 out.
Mm-hmm. All right, we need to go ahead on and close up for tonight and prepare for the next show coming on. We will be back on next Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mind, Body, and Spirit Radio Show. Thank you, Featherlight. Thank you, Icy Hot. And thank you, Scotty. Thank you, listeners. And we hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Peace and namaste.
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 Namaste.